Hello everybody, this is AK. I'm back. So it has been a week since my last video, so it's just another update. I know many people are concerned. Thank you very much for your kind words and your concern. I'm okay, right? I'm trying to get back to doing the things that I was doing before, right? So I'm back climbing stairs again, but not as intense as before. I like to think that I'm still pretty strong in my I still have pretty strong legs. I like to think that, but the stamina is not the same as before. So 60 floors per round, or sometimes 80 floors when I find a bit more energy. That's okay, right? If I'm lazy, then maybe 40 floors. Yeah. So and I'm also back doing intermittent fasting because I put on some weight when my routine was disrupted for so many weeks. And even my mom could tell, and she commented that I look a bit well, a bit more prosperous. Yeah. So we started intermittent fasting last week, and there's lots of bad benefits. I mean, I've done it before, so I know, and my mind's a bit clearer when we don't eat so much and so often. I had my first meal of the day, I think at last week was like 4 p.m. and I stopped eating by 8 p.m. So it's a 4 hours window. That's quite a tight form of intermittent fasting. Usually people have 8 hours or 6 hours window where they eat. I decided to just go cold turkey and have a smaller window, right? So that helped. And of course, I'm still taking refuge in virtual worlds, like I said in the last video. And I actually met in inverted commas one of my readers in one of the games, and we had a few rounds, right, in World of Warships, and that was lots of fun, right? So if you guys want to join me for a few rounds of shooting at enemy warships and sinking as many as we can, I'll leave a link to in the description box below to my referral code in World of Warships. Feel free to join me. Their 9th anniversary event is coming up, so there'll be lots of freebies as well. It's totally free to play, don't have to pay a single cent. So if you want to get in touch with me through the game, through a game, that's one way, right? So link in the description box below. So other than all these things, on the investment front, on the money front, I checked my bank account, and I'm very happy because I saw the dividends from OCBC and UOB, they came in, right? Of course, these are two of my largest investments, with OCBC being my largest investment in my portfolio. So usually I don't reveal my dividend numbers until end of the quarter. But just a sneak peek, right? OCBC and UOB alone, the dividends came in at about together about $30,000. So that's a relief, That's why I say passive income is the best insurance. It's the best insurance in the world. And adequate passive income, I should say, is the best insurance in the world. But having some form of passive income definitely gives us peace of mind. All right, it helps, right? Especially during tough times, right? It really does help. And for people like me, a retiree, well, I depend solely on my passive income for a living. So this is very important, right? And really sets my mind at ease, that I'm still seeing money coming in, right? And what I'm going to do with the money, of course, some of the money will be spent. And I'm also increasing allocation to T-bills, even though T-bills yields are going down, I mean, it's still much better than leaving in a bank account. Unless it's a high yield savings account, like I say, the UOB one account. But of course, that maxes out at 150K. After that, above 150K, the interest is nothing to write home about. So T-bills is where I like to store my extra cash. And of course, I have some money in fixed deposits as well, but the interest rates on fixed deposits are also going down. I just checked CIMB 6 months fixed deposit, 3.1% per annum. That's lower than what I expect T-bills to pay in the next auction or the auction after next. I'm expecting T-bills something like 3.3% or maybe 3.25%, or if you're lucky 3.34 again, or 3.35. Right, so I've just placed my non-competitive bid for the upcoming T-bill auction happening on the 29th of August. Is it August? Yeah, August. Yeah, I'm losing track of time. So for people who want to lock in interest rates because they fear interest rates are going down lower and lower, going down more, going to be lower and lower. I see in the last video, Singapore savings bonds 10 years average yield 3.1%. You can still apply for it today or maybe even tomorrow. Right, 3.1% 10 years average yield. It's not bad for some people, but in my opinion, for myself, I'll just leave the money in the CPF. I mean, I'll just make voluntary contributions to my CPF if it's like average of 3% per annum doing voluntary contribution in my case, and 2 years later I can have access to the money, right? Whereas if I were whereas for younger people, people are much younger than me, then if they do voluntary contribution to their CPF, well, they can't get the money until they're 55, which might be a long time to wait. So Singapore savings bond 10 years 3.1% per year, per annum, it's not too bad, right? So that's all for this update. Bye bye.